I'll get to him in a second.
Hey.
Oh, is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom, what's up?
What's up?
Thanks for the McAllister's tea and the dinner. So
You're
we got
welcome.
our heater going on up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And, is it nice and warm? I'm just gonna
It
what do you
is
think of my outfit?
cozy. It's adorable. I love
So
those.
we're doing like a mother-daughter, just so you guys know, we're doing a
So
mother-daughter.
those pants were popular when
Mom's
I was a kid.
multitasking. She's doing work and doing a video at the same time. I'm impressed.
Are you impressed?
How do you feel about that, Mom?
It's just,
Say happy vlog!
it's just my normal life. I'm doing 50 million things at one time.
Okay,
That's what happens when you're like
okay,
hyper.
but here's the thing, Mom.
Okay. Yes.
Your face is actually really pretty and people like to see it, so if you don't show it, then I get
Hi,
I
everybody.
get shunned for it. I'm serious. Okay, so
I'm over here doing my work.
this is
while
gonna be
she's
like a
answering
daughter.
questions.
This is gonna be a mother-daughter Q&A. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna ask her some questions because we've discussed this before, but not on camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her some questions and then she's going to reverse it on me and ask me how I felt about it. So,
You even asked me
question number
questions.
1, boom. What do you think of my outfit today?
It's cute. Hold up your pants. Let them see the.
See, these pants are for my sister, so
They're
they're long.
mine.
These are my shoes.
No, put them down. Put them down. Let them see how wide the pants are. Oh my gosh, those.
These are
socks.
from 8, so these are
No, the pants. They're wide.
they're wide.
You know when you have blonde.
I know what
you
you're
don't
talking
understand
about.
stuff. These are wide legs.
Ah! Well, see, I can't stretch my legs
Wide
all the way,
legs.
so I think
Okay.
I'm
Well, feel how.
I can't reach.
They're called.
Like,
They're called bell bottoms.
Yeah, bell
Those were
bottoms.
popular when
Ah.
I was a kid.
So the
Bell
funny
bottoms.
thing is, these are actually hand-me-ups,
Hand-me-down.
from my sister. Not hand-me-ups. I'm sorry. I do have some hand-me-ups from my nieces. But anyway, so I actually I like this outfit. Like today, I was just like, what am I gonna wear today? You know, didn't even know if I was gonna do a video, but I was like, why not? I need to keep it going. Like, there's no excuse. Anyway, so I really like my outfit. The pants are kind of long. Like literally, I step on them when I'm walking, but that's okay. So you like my outfit today, Mom? You thought I looked adorable?
Adorable.
I did too. I really like it. So, Mom, what is it like having a daughter who is blind? You don't have to make it a paragraph.
Question.
You know, I mean, but they don't know. This
It's
is not
great.
for us. This is
It's
for
awesome.
them.
It makes you learn to see things in a different way.
How do you see things a different way? Like one
Well,
example.
because the whole world who aren't blind, they go by how things look.
Yeah.
Things aren't always how things look. People aren't how they appear.
So true. Oh my gosh.
And you totally pick up on stuff by listening to people and picking up on things that nobody else picks up on. And I think that's pretty cool. Like, it's like this unique awareness that people who are blind have. They pick up on things, and everybody's different. But how you are is you pick up on a lot more. People can come in a room and not say anything, and you just have this innate sense about people.
I know they're there. Like people try to sneak up on me, and I'm just like.
But I mean, you pick up on the mood and emotions just by
Yeah, like
listening.
I think like I almost think like some blind people have like this is just my opinion and everything.
Mhm.
But like, okay, I don't have the eyes that can physically see everything, but like I have like extra this gut feeling instinct of like things, cause like where I don't see, it's like my other senses are like picking it up, like you know, So yeah, I don't know. I think being blind is awesome, like my mom was saying. I mean, obviously there are challenges to being blind, as with everyone, and I think we all go through a period where it's like, okay, if I wasn't blind, right now I go drive this person this thing, or do this, or go to the store, do this, blah blah blah. But then like at the end of the day, like, and it's hard. Like I'm not gonna lie, there are days I'm like, oh, I should do this. But then at the end of the day, I have to like remember like, is that really out of everything in my life personally? Because I have a lot. You guys, just saying, out of everything in my life, is that really like the least of my worries? Like, can I drive or not? No, it's really not. Like, I don't know. Like, Mom, how did you feel when you first found out that I was actually blind? You don't have to say who, but
well,
what was going through your mind?
So what I want to say is today, I just want to tell you what I did today. I'm going down the elevator. Like, I was leaving late. Like I do sometimes.
This is going on YouTube, so
I was
if
the
you-
only person. I don't care.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
the
she
only-
don't care.
I was the only person on the elevator, and I was like, I'm gonna close my eyes and see what it feels like if I
Oh my
can
gosh,
tell
I hate elevators so much.
when I get down to the first floor. And I actually could feel it like stop, like not stop, but I could tell it was on different floors, and I'd never noticed that before. And I just learned that just from closing my eyes. So it's amazing what you can pick up on when you just close your eyes. You know, sometimes
True.
I close my eyes so I can hear what people are saying better.
So what? So now I'll get back to that in a
You
second.
are 4 months.
So I'll get back to that in a second. How old was I when you
4
found out I
months.
was actually
4
blind?
months.
4 months. So you didn't know beforehand?
So what do you think about that, the elevator thing?
Well, I personally don't like elevators because, I mean, if I have to take it, like if I'm using my wheelchair, I obviously have no choice to take an elevator. So, I mean, but I don't, for me, I don't, seeing off an elevator and seeing on an elevator to me is the same. Although I don't like elevators because they make me claustrophobic and like any small spaces like that. I think it's because the elevator door closes and I always hope it's gonna open again. Like, and I know it is. It's not like, I know it's like you might call it irrational fear.
Yeah.
I know it's like one of those things where it's like, dude, the elevator's gonna open again. But on the same token, it is, for me, I don't like it because I don't like the feeling of it. I don't like the feeling of, and it's funny because I love planes. Like, I've been on an airplane a few times. That doesn't bother me at all. But that's because like it's big and spacious. On an elevator, it's like everyone is close together, and especially me in my wheelchair. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if we get stuck, I'm gonna throw up. Like, oh my gosh. So I think that like I don't know about like the blindness aspect of an elevator because I see the same on and off an elevator. So for me, going up and down in the movement, it's like, to me, it doesn't really do anything to my vision. It just like does other things to my, I guess, sensory or something, or equilibrium. I don't know. But I don't know. I think that's really cool. I think that makes sense and everything. I think it's interesting to have two different perspectives because like you're sighted, obviously, and I'm kind of not, kind of am. So speaking of blindness, though, what has been one of your most exciting moments about me wearing the new glasses that you've observed that maybe I don't know about or maybe I do know about?
The glasses?
Yeah, that I'm wearing.
So, I think I've already said this, but the fact that you are able to see things you were able to see, you can see things that you could see when you were younger.
Yeah, like right now I can see, like, I'm sitting over here and I'm pointing to something and it looks like a tripod.
Yeah.
And I can see the tripod in this telescope in my right eye, but I can really see it from my left eye pointing to the tripod that is on the kitchen table. Did you adjust it a few minutes ago?
No.
I didn't know if you did or not. I think it's the way I turned my head. Like, because, you know, I was kind of like this, getting a drink. But if I have my head turned a certain way, it's crazy how I can actually see it from where I'm sitting. And I know it's the tripod because I touched it. And I know the shape of it. I know where I sat it. But even, you know, people that say, well, you know it's there because you sat it there. But that's still, when you're blind and you can see something like that with glasses, it doesn't matter if you touched it or not because it's called visual memory. And, like, you, like, just for the fact, like, I pointed to it and said, hey, Mom, there's the tripod. Okay, so go back to what you were saying. What does that feel like to you when I've been my whole life?
It feels good because it makes it, you know, like at night when all the lights are out, I just use my arms and sight of God. Not sight of God. I use my upper hand form. You know, I use my hands to trail. And so
I need to remember the trailing.
The thing I noticed that's different is, for one thing, I don't think you run into walls as much.
I don't, and I was getting ready to say when I don't have them on in the mornings, I always do, and I get so mad because I'm like, ah!
But I think the thing I've noticed the most about it is your ability to like see things from a distance, more to
like further,
like seeing things, large objects. Which when you were young, you could see cars, you could see people standing there, you could see doorways, And that sort of went.
I remember when that went away.
Yeah, when did that go away? So tell me what you think.
Well, I think for me, the glasses, so, like my mom was saying, I can see things further away. I think for me, what's interesting is, no, I may not be able to see every object. Some doctors think, and I won't say any names, I'm just saying how it is. Like, some doctors literally think, you don't need glasses if you don't read print. But what they don't understand is that there's more to being blind than just reading print and not reading print. There's walking around and having mobility. There's crossing streets. There is traveling. And yeah, I don't cross streets by myself. I know how to. It's not because I don't have to. It's just because I have hearing impairment and I like to be extra careful and all that kind of stuff. And but it still is the reality of these are things that blind people still do. So like I still am able to cross streets. I still am able to like walk around places and stuff, like walk around stores. And I feel like now, like if my mom and I go to like Kohl's or Target, for example, I'll walk away from her for a few minutes just to look at stuff, kind of feel things anyway, because that's how I shop. I feel things that I can't see. But I feel like with the glasses, I'm able to actually kind of watch out for people and be like, there's a person there, I don't want to hit them. Now, let me be clear. This is, and I'm still learning how to see. This is not an overnight process. It's not like everything's changed overnight. It's not like it's completely different and it's going to stay the same. It's going to keep getting better and better. But for me, I've noticed that, like, I've noticed a lot of different things, but a couple of things I'll mention is I've noticed, number one, I can see things further away, and it's really cool because it's like I may not know exactly what the object is, but I know for sure there's something there. And sometimes I do know what the object is, and sometimes I don't know what the object is. And I will say, I've also learned that it's given me a better understanding of people who can actually see more than I can, who are visually impaired, because I used to have this attitude of like, well, they're visually impaired. They shouldn't be complaining because I'm blind and they don't have anything to complain about. And like now I look back and I understand where they're coming from, because even though they can read print and I can't, I've learned that like there's still visual fatigue. I get that at the end of every day when I take off the glasses. Even when I have the glasses on, there may be something I might miss. You know, I might accidentally run into something that is not at my eye level, or I might, sometimes you're not paying attention, not like in a bad way, but you're just not paying attention and you run into something or you miss something. They are helping tremendously. They really are. And I feel like I'm able to give eye contact a lot better, but I also do feel like it's given me a better perspective of people who are visually impaired, because before I don't think I had a very fair attitude with them. And now that I can see a lot, even though it's not print, I feel like I can sympathize, the right word, or empathize with them, because they do have visual fatigue as well, and I never experienced that without these glasses. What do you think about that, Mom?
That's good.
Okay, so another question.
Okay, how long are you gonna do this?
We have like 3 more questions and we're good.
Okay.
So, I could do like 20, but I'm not going to today. This is a mother-daughter Q&A thing, you know what I mean? So Mom, this is the month of February, which is the month I was born, and the month of Valentine's Day, obviously. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be a very long-winded answer at all. How did you feel when my heart was repaired? Like, when they fixed my heart, you guys had tetralogy flow, I was born a blue baby, heart condition. How did you feel when it was repaired? When they came in and said it's good?
Absolutely amazing. Thankful to God that He answered our prayers. You looked pink for the first time since you were born. You look like a normal, babies are born, their little lips are pink, they've got nice color, if they're healthy, and you were bluish and grayish and all shades.
What did I look like when I was born at first?
At first you looked old and scrawny.
Did you say old?
You look old and scrawny. You just didn't.
But I was like 3 pounds. I looked old. That's nice to know.
You were scrawny. You looked like an old. You just were very.
Was I like
skinny?
so I was like really blue and stuff. Like, did you know at that
You
point?
were not blue. You were.
Why do they call it blue baby?
You were kind of. You were, but you weren't first. When you were
Oh,
first
okay.
born,
I
you were
see.
sort of a, not exactly gray. And then little
I was
by,
rainbow.
you were like, no, you were just like
No.
kind of normal looking, but not
Maybe it
not
changed
peachy
after.
rosy like most babies come out. Most
Yeah.
babies come out and they start looking really healthy. You didn't look healthy, but I wasn't feeling too good either, so I really didn't
You didn't know.
And
Did you
then-
know something was wrong, or
No,
did you
not
just...
until the doctor told me. And when they came in there and told me to look at you, look at the little blue, they kind
What
of
went through your
tried
mind
to
when
tell
that
me.
happened?
See these little, they told me two things. I'll never forget this. They said, look
I
at
don't
her
even
foot.
know this.
And they put her finger on the bottom of their foot. And they said, this blood's supposed to return really quickly. And it wasn't. It was taking a long time, which meant your blood, your oxygen, your lungs weren't giving oxygen to your heart, which in
Yeah,
turn
because it's
wasn't,
supposed to.
yeah, which wasn't getting your
If
blood
the
vessels and veins
oxygen
and
blood
everything
doesn't go to your lungs, to your
circulating.
heart, it's making the heart work
So
too
then
hard.
she said, you see these little blue vessels in there? I'm watching that. And I think they were trying to kind of break it to me.
They didn't know how to tell you.
Yeah, and then so then it got worse. It just got worse and worse. And so then they did emergency surgery when you were 20 days old.
They did a blade lock shunt.
Yep.
And then I had my open heart surgery when I was 1.5 years.
But you looked great after the shunt.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So, like,
that's when you came out. And
you're probably like, okay, we can wait on, like, we can
friend
do
of
the surgery,
ours-
but you knew I was going to survive until the surgery
people
was...
from church were coming over praying. But one particular friend stayed up at that hospital all night with us. I will never forget that. He was in that room praying.
Wow.
Praying. I still to this day can see him sitting there praying for you. And we had been praying. And we went in there and he was still there. And I don't even know what time it was, but it was late. And they had 3 or 4.
People do
Jerry
things
Lynn
with people in
Fleur
the
and Molly
hospital you
Fleur.
wouldn't
They
even
had
think
several
about.
different kids of their own. And they're in real estate now. Ben
Wow.
probably knows them. But I'll never forget that. And so he was there. He prayed with us. He was up there by himself. And there you came out, and you looked so wonderful.
Just after even the shunt.
Yep. Your color, you
Wow.
looked great. And I was so...
So I feel like from that point on, you probably knew, okay, whatever surgery she has to get, it's going to be fine.
I felt relieved. I felt thankful.
Yeah.
It was a miracle. I was so...
So,
I
and the
felt
reason
relieved.
I'm asking all these questions is
I
because
felt
on
so
this...
relieved because I was just scared.
Yeah, I mean, that's normal. Like,
So
the
it
reason
was,
I feel
like,
like these
relieving.
questions are important is because a lot of the viewers don't know your perspective. Like, they obviously know mine, but they don't know both of ours together.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like growing up, you were the main one that took me to the doctor while Dad was working and Adrian been in school because, I had to go to the doctor all the time. That's just it. Ear infection, runny nose, take her to the doctor. Here we go.
Yeah.
McDonald's. And the doctor would be like, poor McDonald's. Anyways, so, and the reason I also ask you this too is because even though, like, I am an adult, like, I always wonder what went through my mom's head the first time. Not every time, but the first time she saw me go through something, because when I'm thinking you should be panicking, you're literally sitting there like, okay, what should we do? So what went through your head? This is kind of like a double question, I guess. What went through your head 3 years ago? It's already been 3 years. When you saw me have that first seizure, like bad seizure, what went through your head? And then what also went through your head when...
I don't want to talk about it.
But what was going through your head?
I was worried about you. You were horrible looking and you felt horrible. I
But
didn't
here's the happy ending of that. I didn't,
Yes, please.
So she hates it, you guys. She was traumatized. But here's the miracle that like comes out of it. Like, what went through your head when he put me on treatment and
Relief.
I came down? Do you remember when I came down and
Thankful.
said, "Hey, Mom, I didn't have a seizure this morning. I want to go to school today." And yeah, I have to say though,
Thankful to God.
like, my mom was the calmest. Like, every seizure I went through, she, like, oh my gosh, she was like the calmest person, I feel like. And I don't remember a whole lot because that's hard to remember a whole lot when you have seizures. But I do remember at one point I was in my mom's bathroom with her having a seizure, because she was like doing my hair and we were going somewhere. But I was having a seizure before I was on treatment, and what was weird was she comforted me because she's like, Ashley, you know how I know it's gonna be okay? And I was like, how? And you said, I have worked with so many kids with BIPs who've had this, and they ended up fine because they're on treatment, and you're just gonna be just like that. Do you remember saying that to me?
No.
You said that to me, and I was like,
I don't remember saying that.
Yes.
God gives you words when you need them.
but see, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have written the song Jesus Is There. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But okay. On a brighter subject, my mom, you guys, this is real. She doesn't like to talk about the seizures because they are scary. When you go through a parent, she's gonna be honest with you. Don't like to talk about it because it's the scariest thing she's probably ever seen me go through. True? Alright. So, so we have this amazing doctor. His name is Dr. L. I actually talked to him the other day, which I owed him an email today that I actually sent him about the glasses because he's wondering about the glasses. What do they do? How do you see? Oh my gosh. So Mom, what do you think of, and Dr. L doesn't care about being on YouTube because he's cool with it. What do you think about Dr. L?
Yeah. I like him.
You what?
I like him. I think he's helped you a lot.
I feel like he's the most encouraging,
Mm-hmm.
like one of the most encouraging doctors I've had. Like even throughout college and stuff. He's the orthopedic doctor. And I remember when he diagnosed me with cerebral palsy, you didn't even freak out. You were just like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, let's roll on. No pun intended, roll on in the chair, like roll on with your hands. Roll on. Okay, so last question, because I want us to answer this about what is one of your favorite things about me? It can't be like you love to make me coffee because I don't make you coffee. What is one of your favorite things about me?
What?
What is one of your favorite things about me?
Um,
Like just whatever.
one thing about you? There's a
Oh
lot
no,
of
you can
things.
say 10 if you want. Go ahead, I'm ready.